Rajesh Jain, the CFO from RR Kabel, on the show with us. Rajesh, hi, good morning. Good to chat with you. And just, was going through your numbers. While top line growth was steady for you, the wires and cables segment margins of 7.25% is now at a 7-quarter low. In fact, rest of your peers are in double-digit margin range. Do you see yourself nudging back to double-digit at least by the end of this year? And would you say that this quarter was perhaps an aberration?
Yeah, thanks for having me on your channel, and good morning to you and all viewers. So, first of all, when we see we have grown our revenue by 13%, and even in wire and cable, our volumes have grown by 13%. In revenue, it is 11% in wire and cable, and FME is 32%. On margins, yes, we have seen some decline, which has come down by almost 1.6% in wires EBIT level. And the main reason being we have seen a huge volatility in our raw material prices, particularly in the month of June, and also in exports due to some Red Sea crisis, our shipment got delayed. So that is one of reason for now. Going forward, we seems ki what we have predicted at the beginning of the year that we could achieve volume growth of in the range of 20% and margin improvement to another maybe 60 to 80 bips. So we are online. It seems we will achieve that.
So, going forward, do you anticipate volatility in copper prices to actually subside? We were just looking at copper prices, in fact, also just yesterday, the fact that they've actually slid 20% from those May highs. And you think that this sharp downtick in copper has led to slower destocking?
Yes, so that was the main reason of dip in our profits in this first quarter also. And we have seen so much volatility in copper prices, and we have seen upward trend of almost 10 to 12% in just April and May. And at the same time, now we have seen this downward trend of almost 20% if we see consider yesterday prices. So it seems that this is part of our business, and it will remain there. Volatility will remain there. It's important that how we pass on this impact and not take impact on our P&L. That is more important.
Quarter be of inventory losses because there is some back end stocks which you would have. Prices are down. You will have to pass it on immediately, which means in this quarter you will have inventory losses.
It is not inventory losses, but what will happen gradually you have to pass on the prices. Immediately you cannot react, but in phased manner it keep passing on the prices. And what happens in our industry, like whenever there is a plus or minus move by 3%, then we have to change our price list also. So based on that, there will be impact, but in gradual way, we will recover also these losses.
Okay, fair point. You said that exports were not great for the quarter gone by. Was there anything which has happened in any region, geography, which impacted your exports?
No, we have very good demand in our exports. Luckily, almost 25% of our revenue comes from export, and we are the biggest and largest exporters of India in wire and cable segment. The only thing due to this shipping crisis and shortage of containers, our shipment got delayed. Otherwise, from demand point of view, we have very good demand even now also.
Uh, Could you tell us a bit more about how the equation with state electricity boards currently is? Because there was a time when state electricity boards were having problems in terms of payment. Now their financial health is getting better. So what kind of receivables and arrears do you have with state electricity boards, and what's your current relationship with them?
Here in our case, see, we are majorly wire company and cable is a very small portion of our business. And in that also government supplies are, as of now, it is less than 1%. So we do not have that kind of issues, but whatever supplies we have seen very good improvement in payment cycles also, and we do not face any liquidity issue or any delays in payments.
My next question is about when you say that there is a growth, you expect that the volume growth would be 20%. Could you give us a sense of the realization? Volume, sir, is a function of price. It is a function of, underlying commodity prices also. But could you give me a indication of the profit growth?
So, like when we will achieve volume growth, majority of our growth will come from cable only, which is very small segment as of now. And even our expansion is in direction of having growth in cable segment. Margins we are expecting since on a year-on-year basis, if we see like last year we achieved improvement of almost 120 to 140 bips. This year also we are expecting that our margin improvement will be in the range of 60 to 80 bips on a yearly basis.
That. And what about advertising and promotion spends? Are they going to continue in the current range that you have been spending in, or are you looking to up that as well?
So particularly in this quarter, we had a very high advertising spend because in FMEG also we were in brand transition mode, and even in wire and cable we will keep continue our advertising because it is since being it is a consumer business and we want to make our brand more strong, so it will be there.
Do you have plans to move into what could be called as the real B2C segment? Especially, let's say what some of your peers are doing, like what Havells is doing, what KA is doing. Do you have plans to move into that business?
So, if just I would like to highlight that we are we have the highest shares of B2C in this industry. Since we started our journey from wire and then moved to cable, so still our 70% revenue comes from B2C business. So already we are focused and we'll keep focusing on having growth in that segment also.
Front-end B2C, I'm saying like opening more stores, coming up in terms of the small wire construction space, you would be there also. I don't know, so I'm
So we
asking
are
you
there
this.
already. So we are already there. Not, but see, we do not have our own stores, but we have very strong our dealer and distribution channel, retail partners. Like we have more than 125,000 retail points and 450,000 electricians touch point. So this is largest network in the industry, and our 70% is revenue is coming from them only. So our focus will be there.